Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fine. Today I'm here again with another topic from your creative writing. That's nothing but writing a conversation. Conversation is also known as dialogue writing. So today let's know more about it. How well can we present this conversation in an exams, and what are the different steps that we have to take care while we are presenting this conversation are the main points that we are going to focus today. So let's get into the details. This is a question asked as a major discourse question for classes 6 to 8 for 12 marks, and for classes 9 and 10 it is asked for 10 marks. So we have to give a bit more concentration in presenting this answer. Okay children, so how do we generally start this conversation? What is actually the basic thing that we have to remember? Conversation, when you're writing, you have to even be in that place, right? So you have to be in the place of speaker 1 and in the place of speaker 2. When speaker 1 is asking you a question, you have to be in that person's place, and again you have to think as the speaker 2 and give a response. So you have to play a dual role here children. So take that into consideration. You have to think like that speaker and also behave like that speaker and respond like that speaker. So you have to remember that you have to be realistic, and the dialogues must be very spontaneous. Let it not be very bookish or premeditated. You have to take care that it is very realistic. And of course, when it is given as a question in your exam, you have to take care that you are understanding the question well and you are presenting the answer well. You have to understand the situation actually on which the question is asked, and understand the details what you actually want to present. So you have to be brief, understand the concept, and then follow the logical order. When you're following this logical order, the situation is mainly focused in that. Okay, so a random situation from a lesson is focused and the question is asked to generate a dialogue or a conversation. So when you're doing that, you can't generally start somewhere abruptly from the sentence or a situation from the end of the lesson. You have to follow a logical order, and then you have to be realistic and you have to create some dialogues in there. So let's not be so bookish when we are writing. So you have to be very realistic. How well do you talk to your friend, or how well do you talk to some person? You have to think and write. So you have to just concentrate on these details and focus more on the presentation. So one more thing that you have to take care is you have to actually play dual role. So you have to be brief. Let's not drag this answers. So when we are putting a question, you have to take care even about the length of the question and length of the response. So the utterances are playing a great role here. So you have to even take care about these exchanges. What is this exchange? Exchange means a question asked or a reply given. So a question asked and a reply given is one exchanged, or something that is talked about and a reply received is an exchange. So these two are one exchange. Like this, you have to focus on a number of exchanges according to the marks and according to the situation that is asked in the question. So you have to be brief, follow the logical order, and of course you have to take care about monopoly. So monopoly, what is this monopoly? We have to focus on this children. Only the speaker 1 is speaking and the speaker 2 is giving response only in a word or a two. That will not be good, right? So even the response must be properly given. So only one speaker is dominating the whole conversation. That will actually not be good. So you have to take care that it is well balanced and it is present in a proper way. And of course the presentation must be properly handled. Like only the logical order is followed or whatever, and it's not properly presented and the exchanges are not properly done, if it in case, the examiner will feel confused to how to understand this. So you have to properly arrange them. When the speakers names are given in the left side, you have to give clearly the utterances on the right side. So the presentation is also very very important. So it adds up to your marks whenever you're presenting it in your exams. So all these details you have to take care, like being brief and following these hints, the logical order. Mainly you have to focus on opening and closing statements. When you're opening some conversation, so it must not suddenly start like it's dropped down from the sky. So you have to pick up good sentences, choice of words are very important, and then closing statements also, they must not suddenly end in air. You have to take care that it is properly closed. So the opening and closing statements, everything are playing a key role in here, and you have to even take care that slang should not be used. Okay, Slangs are only kept for your conversation, daily conversation children, but you should not actually put them on paper in your exams. So let's avoid the slangs in writing part. Okay, so these are the basic details you have to take care when you're writing a conversation. So let's focus on more questions, how the conversation questions are asked in exams. Let's discuss about them and know more about them so that we can put our answers in a much better way in exams. Let's focus on them. Now children, let's focus on some sample dialogue writing or conversation questions. So these are some of the sample dialogue writing questions that I am going to share with you. But when these questions are asked from your own lesson, you have to understand the content first, on which situation they are actually asking you to develop this conversation. First understand the question and try to develop the conversation from there on. And please remember all the details that we have discussed in format, that always the dialogues must be very realistic and they must be in proper order, the beginning and closing statements. Okay, so this is all about the conversation. And when you're writing this, always the speaker's names must come in to the left side of your paper, and the utterances, whatever they speak, must come to the right side. So this difference you should clearly show when you're writing this conversation on paper. Okay, so the sample dialogue questions are about a person asking and other person responding about the stereo equipment installation. So this is very easy. If you can read this, it's of a great help to you. And the other dialogue is wherein one person is asking route to the exhibition center, and the third dialogue writing is about a person talking to a IVR system. So how it responds, so you have to understand the question first try to read some sample questions, and therein you can also develop some good thoughts how to put in this conversation. Okay, try to remember all the details that we have discussed earlier and present your beautiful thoughts in the form of conversations. Okay children, thank you all.